Hey, cuties. Hey, sis. What's going on with this? Sis, call me this afternoon or when you get off of work. Pink table topics. Give me a call. Hey, Aunt Debbie. Okay, guys. So I fixed my StreamYard issue, I believe, but I had to go live from another application. So, real quickly, if you guys can just drop a one, hey, T Talk with your girl. Drop a one in the chat for me if you guys could hear me okay. So, I don't think it was my mic. I don't think it was anything. Okay, girl, what's the T? Thank you so much. Thank you, T Talk. Thank you, Tanisha. Hey, Lois. Shout out to the cutie crew. Let me go all the way up to the top real quick. And it's just something about this corner in my office. Hold on, guys. Let me turn this heat off. Okay. Cool. All right, guys. First, shout out to Avis Ward. Thank you, Avis, for joining the Cutie Crew. Cutie Crew, we will be meeting Thursday or Friday. I need to decide today. Look, I got a lot going on. First of all, and guys, it's a power hour. So you guys know we are strict with the time because I'm working. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that music off. I'm gonna say hello to everybody. Shout out to my cutie moms. Shout out to the cutie crew. I see my little sister trending. Hey, trending. Hey, Tawana. Tawana. Okay, hey, Tawana. That's all I'm gonna say right now. Hey, Terry T baby. Let's see. Aunt Debbie, did I say hello to you? Hey, Aunt Debbie. Hey, Tyra. Hey, Jamie. Okay, so I cannot, unfortunately, because I do have to be on a strict hour, say hello to everyone. And you guys know I love to do that. But we're gonna get started. Your girl is stressed. So who called in to the prayer line yesterday? I did, and it was right on time for me. So you guys know that it was well needed. It really was. That I'm moving soon, still searching for a place. A whole lot going on. So, child, I've been going through it. I'm stressed. I'm anxious. I'm being fat. My inner fat girl is coming on out, child. I've been eating up everything in sight. And I know it's all because, again, I'm anxious. I have to do what I have to do. I was gonna settle on a place. This is what tripped me out. During the conference call, the prayer call, I was praying, child. I was in my closet for real. Okay. So my phones and everything was in my office. And I had been, because I planned to rent for a year, I had been, just looking at places. Anyway, I get out, or once that was over, I come out and someone had called me. And it was basically a shoe in, but child, I cannot, under no circumstances, downsize to what I was about to go. I was like, that's a sign. And I said, child, no, it's not. I'm not giving away my stuff just to get in that place. It was a little too small for me. But anyway, yes, Miss Tina, stressful eating. Girl, I had crab legs for 2-3 days in a row. Then those dumplings that went viral. It's a mess. Hey, 41. 41 fit in the house. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at that because I already wasted 6 minutes basically. But the prayer call was awesome. I wish we know that Minister Vanessa Tracy, Mel's mom, started it off. And I did not write down the names of the other two ladies. Both were amazing. All three of them. The second one really did something for me, child. It's everything she said was just hitting me left and right. So shout out to Melody for doing that. And it wasn't just for ladies, for the men and ladies. I really, really enjoyed it. Um, I haven't since I've been living in Arizona. I'm guilty of this. Even attempted to find a church home, child. And I was born and raised in the church. But where I plan to go back, I was a member of a church. So, but that just made me think of that. Anyway, love the Lord. Pray to him every day, all day. But yeah, I need to get grounded for real. So shout out again to Melody Cherie for doing that. I really enjoyed it. Um, I'm going to get into, well, one hot topic, then we're going to get into something else, and then we're going to get into the reason why I made the thumbnail the way I did, Mr. Carlos King and Martel Holt. Now, Soul Star, I'm glad I took a screenshot of your comment because you commented before the live, and I kind of figured once we went live, it would be gone. And I'll read it before we get into the conversation of Martel and Carlos Kang, child, looking like lovebirds on that thumbnail, if I must say so myself. Thank you, T Talk. Thank you for that, sis. I appreciate it. Yes, really, bedside Baptist, and I got to get on up out of that. Yeah, I can't wait to move because I really do need to get grounded. But we're gonna get started real quick. I just got finished watching Married to Medicine. Dr. Eugene and Toya are just the cutest to me. Their date night, I loved it. Toya still wasn't satisfied, child, but it was cute. Eugene went above and beyond, but I really liked how they Toya was like, "You act like you here for him." That was cute. And then what is it called? Ranke, whatever that was that Phaedra had the ladies do. I'm gonna look into that as well. So yeah, my mind is racing. I got too much to do, too little time, but I'm gonna get it done. I could tell you that. Hey, Angela Richardson. Yes, girl, what's the tea? It was so cute. It really, really was. And they from the Midwest, so you know how I am when it comes to that. But real quickly, let's get into one hot topic. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it, but I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with what's going on with Tamar Braxton and Jesse Wu. So Jesse Wu came out, put Tamar on blast, said that Tamar was upset because of Tommy. So if you've been following this, you know that Tommy went out on a date with Tamar's now fiance, JR. And anyway, she called Tamar out. Well, yesterday, Tamar hit YouTube with receipts. And, she said that what Jesse Wu was talking about was, she went back and pulled them dates, child. It was before, I guess, all of the things that happened when it comes to Tommy and JR. And I think that this started from Tamar unfollowing Jesse Wu. And Tamar said the reason why she unfollowed her was because she was laughing about Tamar and JR getting back together and getting engaged. So, that's supposed to be her girl. She saw her laughing. I believe it was on a segment of Dish Nation. So she unfollowed her. She was in her feelings. But I'm going to tell you guys this. If you guys are following this, and I know Tamar can be problematic, I'm Team Tamar on this because for me, this is how I took it. I know Jacqueline, she is always caught up in something, but the way I read into it, especially with what Jessie Wu was saying in her video, it's a hostile work environment. I think she was gunning for Tamar's spot because like Tamar said, they don't even, record with each other or whatever the case may be. So this time, yes, April, this time I am Team Tamar. I think Jesse Wu, like I said, is was trying to get Tamar up out of there, because if you had any issues when it comes to the workplace, you could have said that before without mentioning this Tommy and JR mess. But let me tell you guys something else that struck me the wrong way when it comes to Jesse Wu. Now, I put this up last week. I don't like how they've been playing with what Jonathan Major said when it comes to his Coretta. His Coretta. Man, please. First of all, the first girlfriend that he got himself in trouble with is no way possible she could be Coretta, you know. And stop playing with that. Stop playing with that. Well, if you guys look on my screen, that is Jessie Wu Child smiling. So she puts in the caption, Happy Jonathan Luther King Day. Yesterday. Happy Jonathan Luther King Day. That's disrespectful to me. You know, Martin Luther King, as much as he's done and fought for and all of that, I just don't think that it should be a joking matter. You waited until the day to say this, and then in the screenshot, you guys see she laughing and everything else. But this person in the comment, because their daughter, Bernice King, did come out and said, quit playing with my mama's name. She probably didn't say it like that, but you guys get my drift. Stop playing with my mother and daddy, you know? So this person in the comments says, so y'all now disrespecting his daughter's request on his holiday, F what he said and how y'all ran with it. And I totally agree with it. I totally agree with the comment, the person who put it there, because they are disrespecting Bernice King's wish. And she did come out and say she didn't find it funny, comical at all. You know, this man is currently involved and has been found guilty in a DV situation. There's nothing funny about that. And he should have never um even mention Coretta Scott King's name. Then you guys see that Megan Good, they got her with Coretta's hair, Jesse Wu, and then Jonathan Major, his head is on Dr. Martin Luther King's suit. So yeah, it was very, thank you, Cricket, very, very disrespectful, and I just didn't like it, not one bit. I didn't chuckle or anything. Okay? Period. Um, but let's get into something else real quick. Now, I don't know if you guys feel the way I feel about this, but yes, Teresa. And I'm sorry, guys. You guys know I would love to read your comments, and I do. I'm trying to rush so we can get more into the Carlos Kang thing. Um, but maybe I'll come back a little later tonight if any of you want to talk about that. We're gonna talk about it now, but if you want to talk about it, maybe I'll come back later. Hey, Purple Queen. But you guys know that Mel announced that she's having an after party after, which will be this Sunday after the tour. Carlos and Mel's, Carlos's tour, and Mel Hayla's on, and Mel will be his first guest. So she's having a free after party, which is sold out. Key word free. Now, I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but you guys let me know if it's just me. Again, free event, free event. Well, child, guess who came on out shortly after and say she having a free event, as Leticia would say? Stormy Steele. Now, again, maybe it was just me, but I've seen things like this from Stormy before. But if you guys can see, Stormy put, I'm having a gala, however you guys pronounce it, very soon. It's invite only, upscale, and free. It's going to be a super sexy night. If you'd like the opportunity for an invite, comment below. I'd be forgetting people, so this is the easiest way to remember. Now, trending. I see you put what's that you put trending? But is it just me, guys? Guys, it's Tay T said, it's Tay T is on my time. She's a copycat. She having a gala, but Mel was the only one from the ladies on the show that, uh-huh. So, yeah, I gave it the side eye. Shout out to any woman doing anything. I don't want to act like I'm that type of girl, but I gave it the side eye, especially as close as it was to Mel coming out and talking about that free after party. So I'm definitely not trying to pit them together, but yeah, side eye. Yes, 41 Fit, imitation is the best form of flattery. Uh-huh. All right, so it's not just me. I see you all's comments. Um, I gotta get to 41 Fit's page. I got too much going on. I can't even work out or anything. And I need to. Hey, Z Frenchie. But I promise after the end of February, it's on and popping. Okay. It is on and popping. But yeah, so it wasn't just me. I can see you all's comments. And yeah, it is what it is when it comes to that. Shout out to 669 of you that's joining me for this power hour. I'm going to keep it moving. Please make sure to hit the like button. Please make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And we're going to go ahead and get on into the next thing. But when it comes to free, because Stormy's other event, the party in the pasture, was that free, guys? Oh, sis, I just so happened to look at your comment. So you charged for the party pastor, but now you want to do a free upscale event. So she did charge for the party in the pasture, party that did not make the cut, huh? Now, I don't know. Maybe they gonna play it in season. Hey, Blessy Queen B in the house. I'm so glad I went back up to see sis is coming. Hey, Blessy. Um, Party in the Pasture didn't make the cut, season 6. And I would have thought that that would have been the season finale, part of it at least. It wasn't. $60? Really, Rose? Wow, I did not know that. $60 for people to attend the party in the pasture? Uh, 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 um, but anyway, they cut that unless they plan to show it season 7. And that would have been a better scene for Stormy when it came to the season finale instead of, for me, instead of Patty, Betty, and her sister. Just my opinion. Did they scrap it? Because a lot of people felt like there was a weird type of energy between Carlos and Stormy at that reunion, and Carlos was cutting Stormy off and wouldn't even let her respond um back to Leticia. So he gave Tisha time, and he even went so far as to say that the web designer owed Leticia an apology, and I don't see how and why. Tisha owed Stormy an apology, but I guess we'll keep our eye out for Stormy's free event, child, and see if the party in the pasture will make it to season 7 that's currently filming. And we really about to get into that. I did see, I don't have it ready, but the neighborhood talk did upload the clip of Mel busting Martel's ass out when it comes to his business relationship with Sheree. Excuse me, guys. So that was just this morning. If you guys didn't see it, go to the neighborhood talk. They had the whole clip there, and I wish they would have said more just about other than just Sheree, because it led off with the babysitter with benefits, AC. And they should have had that in their caption too. You know, if you really aren't paying attention and all of that, one would think that, especially if you miss the first couple seconds of Marceau clowning, One would think that based off of their caption that Sheree is the one that Mel was talking about, but she wasn't. So check that out. If you, it was on the reunion, but Mr. Man is still going viral for all the wrong reasons. I know Sheree hate that she ever even attempted to do business with Martel. But anyway, let's go ahead on and get on to the get on. Y'all remember the little boy? I wish I would have been able to download the meme, the one that the little boy that said, I told y'all, I told y'all. Well, I told y'all that Martel waited to turn himself in until those cameras were rolling. And Carlos admitted that they are filming. If you guys didn't see it, Carlos and Dr. Heavenly, you guys know that they meet like every Monday and do their recap of Married to Medicine, but they did touch on a little bit of what's going on with Mr. Martel Holt. And Carlos said everything, key word, guys, not a plantation party, that Bronx girl. Lord have mercy. But Carlos said everything that's going on with Martel will play out on season 7 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Didn't I tell y'all that? I found it really, really odd that, because let's go back to Houston. We know that Martel screamed out in Houston, which was this past summer when they filmed that, she's trying to have me arrested for abuse. That was last year in the summer, which means Mr. Man was aware of these charges that he was eventually arrested on. Why did Martel wait to turn himself in on that warrant? And like I said, and I don't know for sure, everything I'm saying is alleged for entertainment purposes only. But I strongly feel that he waited for those cameras. He waited for those cameras. And I don't know about you guys. That's disgusting to me. How do I say that? Where will the line be drawn? Is there a line? Is there a line? Now, I do know that, and I made sure to put this picture together. They do look at each other often like this. But where is the line from entertainment and vile, disgusting, what Tawana just put in the comments, behavior that's being rewarded with a paycheck? You know, who's going to draw the line? That's what I want to know. Why would they use this? Who cares if this is really Martel's real life? Because this is it just me? This is something that is disgusting. And, you know, again, if he's going to, and I don't even have to say if anymore, because Carlos has already confirmed that this will play out on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So he will get rewarded for his behavior. He will get paid. That's why that I don't know. I really didn't look into it. But if the man said while in Houston, and again, this is just my opinion, I don't know when the warrant was actually issued. But for it to get to status of a warrant, that means that it's, you know, let me know, those who know the law like that, that means that, you know, they have been looking for him for quite some time. That's what a warrant means. But why would he get paid for this? Why? And it makes me question Mr. Carlos coming out last week saying that he will discuss this at his tour stop. Now, if he could not discuss this. Thank you. Lies, more lies. How can they discuss an open case? So, and I got that in my notes as well. How can they discuss an open case is what lies, more lies. And lies, I'm looking at my phone and not the screen. So I cannot put your comment up. I'll scroll down and see if I can find it. But yeah, that's a big question. Also, if Carlos could not talk about or cannot talk about it, even in his sit down with Dr. Heavenly, can he really talk about it at this um, tour, on this tour? Because that's what he said last week. Things. Ooh, child, I got to put it on the screen. That's what he said last week. We will discuss this at my tour stop in Huntsville. In Huntsville. Where's Thames' comment? Where is Thames' comment? Hold on, guys, because I want to put that up on the screen. Ciao. Shout out to you guys, 849 people. Please hit the like button. I appreciate you guys. Thames said, Carlos is big pimping for clickbait glory. Big pimping for clickbait. Not only clickbait, child, tour dates. Okay? Because what I think he gonna do Sunday is say it's an open case. Just what Lies More Lies just said. And you guys know I can't discuss an open case, but I will say this. It will be on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So make sure you watch season 7. Now, those of you that will be there, let me know if those are the exact words. Exact words. Hey, Alf, because I think so. I think so. But yeah, like I said last week, yeah, I just felt that it was odd that the day after they started filming, Mr. Man turned himself in. Um, and I find it odd that Carlos can't say nothing. You can say, um, even though I have to wait and see how that situation pans out when it comes to court, if it is true, that's disgusting. If it is true, that's wrong. If something, Carlos, say something. So now we gotta wait to season 7, child. I promise you guys, you whoever going on Sunday, and I know that everybody, as far as that I can tell, is really going to support Mel. And I get that 100%. 100%. But I think Carlos used this to sell more tickets. So not only clickbait, ticket bait, chow as well. Bless you put in Carlos's circle or the population he identifies as DVA and MB. All forms of abuse is the norm. So he may not see anything wrong with it. Mm. Hmm. Now, bless you, I'm gonna have to break that down. In Carlos's circle or the population he identifies as DV, I understand that and MB, A and MB. What is that, Blessy? Okay, MB, mental. Okay, all forms. Okay, got you. So he may not see anything wrong with it. Child, I don't know. Hey, Deshonda. Hello, Deshonda. Hope you're well. So yeah, I do want you guys that's going to the tour. I doubt if Carlos, because the people were demanding Carlos say something about it, not Mel. Mel already came out and spoke about this. She went live after Carson blew, a couple days after Carson. She discussed it in detail. And we know that if she's the party, and she is, I believe, allegedly, in this case, we know she can't talk about it at the tour stop. So for Carlos to say that they're gonna talk about it Sunday to me is, yeah, y'all gonna buy them tickets. Okay, for me. But I do wish that I was close, because I promise you guys I would have been there for that. But I got some cuties that's gonna be there. I already told them, if you all can keep your phones, press record, child. Press record. Um Yes, Deshonda, I know it is. For all of you guys, Deshonda, I wanted to ask you about a case that went on in your area. Well, not a case. Uh, a little girl was unalived this weekend. I'll have to DM you. Let me write it down. Let me just write Deshonda name down. Because I just wanted to be nosy and see if that was close to you. Yeah, I think it's game. I think it's exactly what Thane said. Big pimping, big pimping, big pimping. Thank you for putting that, Tiffany Foster, because we're going to go ahead and play that. Because, yeah, let me go ahead in Mr. Martel Holt's words. Well, let me take this off first because, child, I got a lot going on. Hold on. Let me take this off. And then Tiffany Foster said, that's cap in my Martel Holt voice.
That's cap.
Yes, it is cap.
That's cap.
Yes, it is cap. Okay. So we shall see. But I don't like it. And I made sure to Mel had dropped down in the comments section in one of my lives not too long ago, maybe a month, couple weeks ago or so. And I had just came out here, child, talking about Carlos the King earlier that day in a video, I believe. And so I did ask her, it's like, I think I said something like, are we too hard on Carlos? And I'm really, really going to have to go back through my comments on that video. I'm going to write that down too, because I cannot remember exactly what she said. I know she didn't say, no, y'all not too hard. I know she didn't say that, but it was it was a two-part answer if I'm not mistaken. And she said something like, we still got to remember that it's entertainment and something else. And I don't want to even try to attempt to say what it was because I don't know offhand. But I just thought about it while we're talking. So that's where I am struggling with. That's what I'm struggling with when it comes to, I'm going to cover the show. But even when it comes to Carlos admitting that this will play out on Love and Marriage Huntsville, I don't get any entertainment out of that. I don't get any entertainment out of that. But, I guess we shall see. I guess we shall see. Again, my thing is, if it wasn't done on purpose, and I think too much. So I was thinking, like, was Martel advised? Dude, hold on. Turn yourself in when it's time to film. Could have been advised to do that. Could have been advised to do that. To me, when you do content, you think about a lot. Carlos, did you tell Martel to wait and hold off? Can you let us know that? Because I find it, I don't believe, let me put it this way. I don't believe for 1 second that Carlos King found out about Martel turning himself in when we did. Period. I just don't. But let me go ahead real quickly. Square Biz, thank you so much, Square Biz. Let me see what Square Biz said. Carlos King is disgusting, and if Martel comes with that RP story for next season, I am done. How could he? Now, this is the thing, and this is where I say my mind just go everywhere, because you guys know that I did tell you not too long ago, if that was the case. See, that's the thing with editing, though, because nothing would be in Mel's control or anything else, and they can break that audio up of the babysitter with benefits, Ariane Curry, admitting that Martel. Shout out to Hannah Grace. I watched the short from Hannah Grace this morning. Hannah Grace had everything. Hannah Grace had Martel admitting on Queen Sheba, that he did send that to Mel. And then Hannah Grace even had the clip of Carson detailing everything that Ariane Curry, when I'm talking about the revenge, I'm just gonna go and say the name. Hannah Grace had that in that short as well. So if you guys didn't watch it, go back and watch it. But how could they, if they are going to Square Biz, and I feel you, Square Biz, because it's not a joke, it's not entertaining at all. And I'm just trying to see how they're going to do this because Carlos confirmed it will play out on season 7. Um, would they be able to slice and dice that, chop and screw that, if they do discuss anything when it comes to the RP? I don't see how that's sliceable, diceable. I don't see how that would be. But everything is sliced and diced. Everything can be sliced and diced. And I just don't think that even if they, because look, if they did it correctly, it can only benefit male. If they did not edit anything, if they do plan to play some audio, but again, with an open case, they can't even do that. So we'll see. I just don't see how this is going to pan out. And a lot of people is struggling with even wanting to watch. Hold on, guys. Work phone. How's this phone ringing? This thing should have timed out. It'll go to voicemail. So yeah, a lot of us are struggling on how we would even slice and dice. You laughing because I said slice and dice. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Chop and screw. Edit the audio in Martel's favor for me. And I'm going, how long we got? We got 20 more minutes left. I want to touch on one other thing. Then I'll read some comments. But thank you again, Square Biz, for the super chat. I appreciate you, and I am here with you. I'm here.
Plenty dollars. Plenty dollars. Can we get cash?
All right. Thank you again, Square Biz. But yeah, the math is not mathing for me. The dates are not dating for me. Hey, Simply Beautiful. Hey. Hello to all of you that's come into the chats. I am all the way up still at 11 something. Well, right before it looks like Square Biz is super chat. But shout out to 882 of you that's watching. Please make sure to hit the like button for me. But yeah, people struggling with the idea of even watching because for me, when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martel has always been shown as somewhat the victim. And, even with them not reprimanding him for, let's say, suspensions for blowing up at Miss Van at the birthday party, blowing up backstage at Jay, blowing up in Vegas, blowing up multiple times. We haven't seen any repercussions at all. And that just leads me to believe that, they got his back. They got his back. And since this is going to play out on the show, I feel they still gonna have his back. Now, Mr. Man has not come out and said anything after his arrest, but he on social media. If you follow Martel, you can see him clicking likes on several posts on the Shade Room and all of that. So, he active, he looking, but he sure didn't click like on that post of him when they announced his arrest. So it's strange. You guys in the comments, let me know if you will watch. Will you guys be watching? I have never been a part of any blackouts. And this is where it's tough for me. I already said now, if Mel decides to not, go on the show, I think a lot of us really wouldn't watch. The majority of the show has focused on her life, but this part of her life, if I can't get on season 7 and say exactly what went on, exactly what was said, because even without playing the audio, maybe they'll do it this way. Even without playing the audio, she can say what we all absolutely heard. That won't be defamation of character or anything. So she can say what we heard when it comes to Ariane Curry. Now, if they plan to do it that way, I don't know. We just gotta watch and see, guys. That's what we're gonna have to do. But for those of you that's going to the tour stop Sunday, the 21st, y'all let me know. Please DM me. If you got my phone number, text me, child. Please let me know if Carlos is gonna say anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and say my opinion only. No, ma'am. No, sir. He will not talk about it. He's going to say the same thing that he said in his sit down with Dr. Heavenly yesterday. That's it. That's all. But one more thing, shout out to Queen Sheba for the explosive. She definitely got that right. Audio that she released. Now, in the description of this live, you guys will be able to click, if you haven't, the link to go over to Queen Sheba's page and check out that video. Explosive for real. Shocking for real. And absolutely, she typed that right. A man scorned. What's going on with that? Now, in that call, we didn't have to hear it to know it, but it's something else to hear it being discussed with another party. And Martel, it was proven. I'm gonna put a ledge just for this video that Martel was out to ruin Melody Cherie. It's all in the audio, guys. Now, who was Queen Sheba talking to? It was a guy, and yes, things definitely queening on this one. Uh, I believe the guy was a part of Martel's camp. You guys, if you know, drop it in the comments and let me know, please. Um, we knew this, but like I said, to hear it was something else. Um, that's scary. That's really, really scary. You know, somebody that you shared years of your life being married to and had 4 of their children. And we've all come to the conclusion, I know I'd have. Okay, Ring Bass. Okay, Lois, his voice was disguised. Okay. And Ring Bass said she heard Queen Sheba say that it was Martel's team. That's what I thought. And I didn't know if I missed it, but that's what I'm going to have to do, Phyllis. I'm going to have to listen to it again. But it was an awesome video. Shout out to Queen Sheba. But, you know, I was one to say that judging everything that's happened since Love and Marriage Huntsville started, season 1, episode 1 to now, I've always said that, in my opinion, Martel never married Mel. I think he always felt inadequate to her. I think he knew that she was the brains, as well as the beauty, as well as just the boss. You know, I think that he felt slighted by his own wife, but of course, he stayed with her because look what they were able to accomplish. You know, multi-millionaires, beautiful home. It definitely fits the image that Martel tried to come out here and sell to all of us. I'm a dad, great father, and what better image is to have this beautiful wife, these beautiful kids, this beautiful home, these booming businesses. But did the man ever really, deep down inside, love Melody Cherie? Absolutely not. That's just my opinion. And that's what's so scary to me. I also stated, based off of what happened after they divorced, and I'm talking about the Revenge P video now, that was recorded while they were married. So that intimate act between Mel and Martel was recorded while they were husband and wife. And for that to have for it to have even been a thought or a chance for Martel and Coleslaw to try to come up with a way to release that video, act like it was a guy's Instagram page, and release that video, that means he was plotting while he was married to her. That means he positioned himself in that camera where all of him could not be seen. And that's scandalous. It's scandalous and it is scary. I think the man never loved Melody Cherie. I'm sorry. That's just me. That's just me. But I do plan to go back and watch Queen Sheba's video. As I mentioned, you guys check it out. The link is already in the description box, so you guys can click the link. It'll take you right to Queen Sheba's channel and this video. And yeah, shocking audio. Another audio that's been shocking. You know, I don't know if I could say what AC said was shocking. I don't know if I could really say that because, I think she'll do anything that Martel wants her to do. And thank goodness, a lot of people had a problem with Carson Blue. I was one of them that came on out here from the beginning. No, ma'am. That girl telling the truth. I don't know what it was. I just felt it. And shout out to Carson Blue as well for being woman enough to cut that situation right on off. And that's what Carson said. As soon as that girl asked her, should I? Martel want me to. Where they do that at? If I ever call a friend, now if I'm telling y'all to ride out with me, ride out, let's go ahead and bust him over there, this or that, that's different. But if I ever call somebody and say, oh my God, my boyfriend wants me to release this, and this is not the girl that he's talking about. I mean, this is her, but the man is him. So he wants me to change it. And whoever that's a friend of mine, sister of mine, hang up on me, cuss me out, do all of the above. All of the above. Yeah. So I just don't think that he ever loved her. He loved the image of what their marriage signified. That's what he loved. And his actions proved that's what he loved. Because if he really loved her, he would have cut that thing on off. If he really loved Mel, he would have cut that situation with Ariane off. So, no, he was in love with the lifestyle and the benefits of that. And that's it. And that's a sad thing to have to come to terms with. And thank God that Mel got out of that and divorced him. But I'm sorry, that's just how I see it. That's just how I see it. I don't think he ever, from day one, loved her. We can go back, look. We can go all the way back to this man proposing to her on the day that she graduated not high school, college. That was blocking right there. You couldn't pick another day. So, we shall see. We shall see. The only person who could say exactly what, Blessy? What? Okay, and I'm going to read a couple comments, guys. We got about 8 minutes. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said, if I can map out some time later this evening, it don't matter how many people show up, we can discuss you all's thoughts of what you feel about this being played out on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Those were Carlos's words. So we don't have to speculate. Carlos said it last night. It will play out. And that's some BS. Unless it's done in its entirety with no editing. And even though I can't play this audio, guess what I can do? I can print that transcript if I was male, Carlos, and I could read everything that was said, and I dare somebody to try to sue me and say I'm lying. So if it's not going to be shown like that, a lot of people don't want to watch. A lot of people do not want to watch that mess because, as you guys can see with this loving gaze, eye to eye, Martel has been painted as damn near a victim, and he's the one that's done everything. Okay. The crazy brother, I'm not even gonna mention his name. You guys should know who I'm talking about. The crazy brother has been on one since Saturday, and some papers need to be filed on him ASAP. 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 Okay. But let me read a couple comments. We got a couple minutes. 988 of you guys watching. I appreciate you. 993. Thank you so much. Shout out to the Bushes. Shout out to the replay gang. And shout out to each and every one of you that's joining me. Sis, you put, I would be highly surprised if this comes up on the show. I think this is another tactic to get viewers to tune back in this season. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. I know one thing is definitely a tactic to get people to show up, and I believe it's sold out. So, I think it would have been sold out anyway. That was one of my first comments when it comes to this tour. He knew it was gonna sell out with having Mel as a guest. So, but for him to say I'm gonna discuss it then, I doubt it. Deshonda, you put, you're right. It could have been advised to wait. Wait until filming start, because filming wrapped at the end of July after Stormy's party. Facts. And am I crazy? Somebody correct me. Thank you, Queen Common Sense. Thank you. You know I love me some you. Somebody correct me real quickly. When they were in Houston, I did not have a chance to go back and pull that audio of them in that kitchen, in that house in Houston. When Mr. Martel says she's trying to have me arrested for, and if that's the case, if he said it in July, he knew about it in July. So, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Simply Beautiful, you put, if his goal is to take Mel down, getting arrested on national TV and claiming the text was a misunderstanding will make her look bitter and mad. If his goal, let me read that again, is to take Mel down, getting on national TV and claiming, well, I don't think he was arrested. I think he turned himself in. So that would have been behind closed doors. And claiming the text, for sure. Claiming the text was a misunderstanding. You can't claim no text a misunderstanding. He can't say, and I get what you're saying, Simply Beautiful, but he can't say it was a misunderstanding. No, she understood. She understood exactly what he was doing, and is what he said on Queen Sheba. It was basically a threat. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And he said he sent it. So I get that, but that can't make her look bitter and mad. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, a couple more comments, and then we definitely got to get up out of here. Miss Yobo, I don't know. I don't know. Because at the point of, when it was listed, when he was still listed on that website, he didn't have a bond. So I think that I don't know which way to look at that. I need trending to let me know. No bond because it was a misdemeanor, or he was just released, you know what I mean, with no bond. So that I don't know if somebody did bail him out. You know what I mean? He may not have had a bail. Phyllis, Martel and Slaw is on the same inferiority complex scale, both peasants. Facts. Facts. Yes, Peggy. Yes, yes. I know he can't. That's just the mindset of Lil Buddy and his team. Yeah, yeah, because no, that wouldn't work. You can't tell me what was a misunderstanding of me in a image that I know that we did an act when we were married, and you sent that to me. Yeah, okay, Simply Beautiful. Yeah, no, that could never be a misunderstanding. And like I said, the only thing I'm afraid about, and I only got about 3 minutes. The only thing I'm afraid about is, again, the editing and what they can and cannot discuss. We know it's going to be discussed, what they can and cannot discuss. And for me, there will be no discussion if you're not going to let me lay out everything. And like I said, I don't need to play no audio to lay out everything. So if this going to be a part of the storyline, let's go ahead and make this a story. And there shall be no editing. And we know that that's not possible because this is reality TV, and the producers have the right, Kingdom Reign has the right, any other production company when it comes to reality shows, they have a right to slice and dice. I know Slice and Dice is in the chat. They have a right to slice and dice things however they see fit. So we shall see. We shall see. Like I think it was Peggy. Like Peggy said, we looking for charges on AC. You know, she was a part of that there thing. Exactly, Tiffany. That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of. It is frustrating seeing how no one hold hotel accountable. Not his drunk mammy. Oh, child. Or his castmate. Oh, that mercy. Hey, Cheryl Howard. Martel always trying to block Mel's blessings when all he do is block his own blessings. Yep. Look, you would think that he would be able to see that by now. You know what I mean? You would think that a sane person would say, let me go ahead and change the course or the direction that I've been going. Let me change that thing. Because everything I see is, I don't know who this is, child. What phone is this? Let me send in a voicemail. But yeah, everything that he's been able to see that he's attempted to do has failed. So a sane person would go ahead and stop. T-Talk with your girl, you said Mel needs to shut it down like he did with the Eminem kids. Yep. I agree. All right, guys. Well, this has been my power hour, and you guys know I hate it that, you know, I'm a link dropper. I like to drop the link because I like different perspectives other than my own. But yeah, I cannot do it during power hours. If I can map out some time this evening, we will discuss. We'll definitely discuss in our Cutie Crew members only. Let me write that down. And I'm going to put up a hot topics post and make sure I put it in the comments. So we'll definitely discuss during our members only. If I cannot map out some time this evening, I got a lot going on. But thank you guys so much. Thank you again to Square Biz for the super chat. Thank you, Avis Ward, for joining the Cutie Crew. Can't wait to chat with you during our members only. It's looking like it's going to be Thursday. Unless what I got planned for Friday, I change. We shall see. But thank you guys. Love you guys so much. We will continue to discuss. I got a couple videos, child. Now, I don't know if you guys heard this, but Wanda used to go with Bo Jackson. I saw a live of Martel and Tisha the other night. Wanda used to go with the baseball great. Bo Jackson is baseball, isn't he? Marceau and Cliff sit down together. I think they're going to have Martel with Glenn, and Martel shouldn't be sitting down with anybody with what he got going on. So we got a lot to discuss. I got a couple videos that's coming, and you guys keep an eye out on them, on them for me. But thank you guys again. Love you all. Wish I could stay and chat a little bit longer, but I definitely got to get back to work. Shout out again to the Cutie Crew. Shout out again to the Cutie Mods. And shout out to each and every one of you cuties that join me for this power hour. And I shall chat with you guys soon. Bye. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT.